Yeah, I know my birthday coming up, man. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
How everybody doing, man?
Young birthday party.
How everybody doing?
Good. Excellent.
Excellent.
Great. How about you?
I'm doing good. Well, shoot, let's get this show on the road, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's get it started. Let me get some ice real fast.
I'm a spirit speaking, truth seeking, heart reaching, knowledge leaking, seeds sowing, harvest reaping, man, nigga me. I have yet to leave, I'm still breathing. To quit, I have no reason. I mean, I must leave, but I be trying to live my dreams. I cannot even act if it's all easy. Either you gon' do it or you don't really. It ain't no in between, baby. You can ask the sun, it's an everyday thing. Consistency in your routine is how you bring reality.
Working like a slave,
That's how I made this masterpiece. Living like a god, I lay at night, I rest in peace. They remember me, but I am not Harama
.com. That's books with a Z.
Once again, this broadcast has been brought to you by mypdfbooks.com. That's books with
One second, y'all. One
for
second.
reading, fundamental. Also brought to you by .com. And all of these companies are powered by ALO Design Pros. Design your online business strategy today. And without further ado, we introduce to you Sheik Kari Goodman Bay.
What's poppin', family? Peace, tribe. How y'all doing, man?
Excellent. Peace.
Yes, sir. All my family with me, all my muftis in here. Check in. Let me hear y'all voice. Who we got in the house today? All my muftis. Who we got?
Malik Reed L. Peace.
You said Noble Malik Reed L. Peace, my brother. We had an amazing workout, man. Our health and wealth and fitness trainer, Noble Malik Reed L. He works us out every weekend because our health is our wealth. Gratitude to my brother, my Noble Mufti minister. Who else we got in the house?
Empress LaShawn
Empress,
Goodman Curry Bay.
whatever. Empress LaShawn Goodman Bay in the house. She make a lot of our Noble shirts, a lot of stuff on demand. She print and press, make a lot of our designs for our jackets and stuff, which is my Empress. So peace to you, Empress. Peace and love and gratitude for your support as we continue to do this work. Who else we got with us, man?
Once again, we got Brian Hicks Bay in here. Peace.
Noble Mufti Minister Brian Hicks Bay. Our brother, check out his music on his streaming platform, Brian Hicks Bay, BHB Music. My brother, Divine Minister. Who else we got in the house?
Noble Moso L.
My brother, Noble Moso L. Noble Moso, that's our entrepreneur, Morris brother, always on the go. That's our herbologist. That is Mayat Sun Teas, the tea of teas. You can order on Mayat Sun Teas. That's where you see us drinking all that good healthy tea. That's our herbologist. So gratitude to my Noble, also our Mufti, Divine Minister. I give you love and honor and gratitude. Who else we got with us?
Noble Alonzo was just here, but he may be having technical difficulties, so he'll be popping back in soon.
Well, we Noble Alonzo Hicks Bay. I said Noble Alonzo Hicks Bay. I mean Noble Alonzo Wright Bay. Our other divine Mufti minister, I call him the OG of this. He's the man behind a lot of the brands, behind a lot of the designs. He's the man behind ALO Design Pros. You see our platform and everything. He's the brains behind that. If you need a web page, a website, or just some counseling, he's the man you need to get with. ALOdesignpros.com. Who else we got with us?
Well, shoot, last but certainly not least, we got Sheik Kari Goodman Bay. You know what I'm saying? Divine minister, prophet, angel in the flesh, and here, head of the house.
What it do? What it do? Kudos to myself. I got a horn in my car. I might as well blow it. Bubba beep, beep, beep. Bubba beep, beep, beep. Your horn ain't always for an accident. Your horn is to let them know how good you take care of it. You see me rolling by, like Pac said, picture me rolling, baby. Picture me rolling. And of course, we got our noble Mufti minister, Lamarck Barclay Bay, and our noble Dantes Smith L. They are the brains behind bindedbooks.com. Binded Books is our sister company where we print and bind expensive and rare books for your purchase. So with that being said, man, I give y'all gratitude. It's Sunday. Can we get our Moorish American prayer, please?
Absolutely. Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation by night, by day. So the Prophet, True Ali, and our Sheikh, Shalom Alakim, our Shahab, Islamism, peace, 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 peace.
Peace, peace. I want to get right into the teachings. I mean, if y'all don't know how to BBT believe now, we always go over that every time we have class. If anybody would like to support our temple and school, no matter what donation you give, I will send you our document that tell you how to BBT believe. I gathered and compiled over 20 books. So it's no reason that nobody that follow us and been following us for a year, 6 months, 1 month, 2 months will be confused over anything, how we believe and how we teach. Why? Because we have written the manuals and we gathered, compiled, and divinely prepared the information to make it plain that a child could understand it. No one should come out their mouth that they confuse over more science and what the BBT believe in. If you've been following us, maybe you haven't been a participant and you've been a spectator. Maybe you haven't been supporting and you don't have the literature and the documents that you can get for small pennies donations. That's worth millions and millions, especially financially and on Amazon. And then for yourself, it's priceless. The information that you can get from a map and a guide that has it. And that's not biased. Everything in life is a price. And here we are organization. When I ask brothers and sisters and I say, where you get your books from? A lot of them say Amazon. I say, do y'all know Jeff Bezos? No. Do y'all have a problem with what Jeff Bezos sell his items for? No. Well, why is it, nobles, that everybody have a problem that with Moors that's industrial and doing business? Oh man, that costs too much. Oh man, let me get a deal. Why? Jeff Bezos ain't giving you no deal. When you go on Amazon and you try to buy a Tavistock institution for 5,000, or you try to buy Golden Age of the Moors for 500, and we have them and convert them to PDFs, and we print them and bind them for a fraction of the price. Why you have a problem with us being industrial? Why? Oh, so you think that people that look like you can't be successful and can't create some of the same things that others done and been successful that we support? That's the problem with us, because we don't see ourselves in those positions. We think it's others that can do that. And that's what I tell people. We need the support of our people, especially those that understand what we're doing. We must support everything all the way. So today we're going to have a little conversation on this science. Can you put the document up, Noble? Anybody that got access to putting the document up? And I want us to have conversation and dialogue, because I know Noble Alonzo been having his readings of the Moorish Quran, the Silent Brotherhood of the East. I spoke on it, but y'all have all these documents and books: the Quranic Study Guide, the SO Workbook, Catechism to Understanding the Quran, Discover Key Questionnaire, Quranic Study Guide, Unto Thee I Grant. All these manuals that go with your Moorish Quran. So your Moorish Quran is talking about the 18 missing years of Yahshua's life. But do y'all know what the Silent Brotherhood of the East really make emphasis on? Anybody? Because today's Sunday school, do you know what it make emphasis on? Any of us? about the lessons and what each chapter is going through. What?
Basically, break it down so a child could understand.
And it's going through what? What is what in the silent breath? You say what?
The Adept chamber.
Come on, Nobles. Come on. Yes, Noble Moso. Exactly. I be telling people you got to read it, and then a teacher will break it down. You can't be a student if you don't have a teacher, and the teacher don't have a manual for the students can get it. That's why I said you have to be attentive to what the teacher is giving for you can pass the test of life. And it's worth something. Because people have been having this stuff forever and we still haven't changed. So if that's the case, we're not getting it and we're not applying this wisdom, this understanding. So if that's the case, y'all, the Silent Brotherhood of the East is talking about the Adapt chamber, right? Each chapter, Adapt chamber. G's going through this, going through the Mediterranean, going through the Adapt chamber. And you relay it to the mental and the mind and all that, right? So in there, so it's seven phases of the Adapt chamber, right?
Right.
I mean, if y'all looked at the document, I asked everyone to look at to get familiar with the document. Am I right about it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the 7th Adapt chamber is what? Come on, try it. Y'all with me?
Yeah, but
The 7th Adapt chamber is what?
Allah's prophet.
But it's what? Divine ministry.
Divine love.
Divine love, divine ministry. Look at the document. What it say? Let's put it up. Put the document up. Let's go. Let's go through this. We in school. I told y'all we in school. A good teacher is going to teach and we out of here. Put the document up. Let's go through it. I ask everybody to get familiar with the teachings. So when you come to class, we should be able to have dialogue. Dialogue is us talking together. It's us corresponding with each other. It's us speaking and us being familiar with things. We can't walk in unison if we're not familiar with the information and we don't agree based on the facts that we have. So that's why when I be talking to Moors and they don't agree on anything, I say, what do you don't agree on? Well, I believe this. Well, you operating on your own understanding, sir. We have laws. We have divine creeds. It's the way we do things. Am I right about it?
Islam.
So, come on, we gotta know this. So if we're talking about page up a little bit, because I can't see it. It's small. Can you blow it up? I'll read a little bit. I want everybody to read because I hardly can't see it on here. That's why I want Nobles to get familiar with it, and then we could have jumped around, you know. I'll give a little preface of it. Like, can somebody read a little bit, and I'll stop it because it's kind of small, and I just can't see it. Let me put my lokes on. Okay, I can see a little better. It says, this preamble is not intended to harm, steal, in the light of over 500 years of mental slavery. I must first purify some hearts and minds. I can't see it too much. Can somebody read it for me? I can't really see.
I must purify some hearts and minds in preparation of the following 7th Adept degree passed by Noble Drew Ali on July 20th, 1929.
Stop right there, because I'm going to be stopping you adding in. So remember, I'm gonna always, if you in school and you read something, you should have your notepad and you should have your pencil and you should be taking notes. I'm giving you bullets. Remember, if you was taking one of my college courses and I say, this is going to be on the test, and you just sitting there with no pen and no paper, and I say, you're going to be able to take the test in groups. So when the test day come and I have everybody come to class and I say, let me see your notes, and you don't have none, you taking the test by yourself and you're going to fail. I know that for a fact. So when I'm speaking as a teacher, as a map and a guide, and I'm laying the ground plans for you, and I'm going over documents that we haven't read and got familiar with, and I said, get your pen, get your paper, and write bullets. I hope we being attentive to this. So what Noble Bryan just stopped, he said the 7th Adapt degree. The 7th Adapt degree on July 20th, 1929. Proceed, Noble. So that should have been written down. What? The 7th Adapt degree. which
Yes,
is divine ministry. I'm gonna break down the other 6 later, but you should know the other 6. Why? Because you got your silent brotherhood of the East. Think about it. Like Noble Bryan say, wrap your mind around it. The science is already there in our prophet's teachings. If the Adept know what he or she is looking at, if he's a true teacher, if he's a true mastermind, like they claim to be, proceed, Brian.
Islam. 7th Adept degree passed by Noble Drew Ali on July 20th, 1929. Noble Drew Ali left the body stating, I can work with you, Moorish Americans, better on the soul plane. Since then, there have been multitudes of misinformation, publicized misconceptions, non-governmental organizations or NGOs, secret societies, Moorish, and outright fabrications headed by Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and a few beasts about the true personage of Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Stop right there. Now he said, I can deal with you on the soul plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do anybody know what the soul plane is? Come on. I'm not going to answer it all, but we should know this.
The ether planes or the ether plane.
Okay. So now we're dealing with all these so-called reincarnations of this. It ain't. Why would you want to be reincarnated? And our prophet told us to do what, Brian? To be what?
To be ourselves.
Oh, to be ourselves. To be ourselves. We're not trying to be a reincarnation of nothing. Proceed. Proceed,
There had
B.
been widespread disbelief among his very own nationals. No real prophet could be born in the West. They have denounced Noble Drew Ali, though various meekness, to being anything from a Negro, black or colored, or NBC, myth to a Western Freemason. Naturally, the same worthlessness quickly applied to the reality, legitimacy, and the uncut truth about the Moorish Americans as a people.
Stop right there. You hear what they said? They done lowered this science, even your sheik, to some Freemason. But if you know, yeah, we all are Masons. We all are Ma-sons, but we're not no Freemason. And then they lower our prophet to a basic Freemason instead of a prophet. When we talk about our own people, which is so sad. And that's what we do. We belittle our own people and anoint others that don't look like us. We read all these other books by Europeans and no disrespect, Albions and Tralodikes, and let them tell our story. That's sad for us as a people. And then we be acting like we don't want to hurt nobody because we proud of who we are. You're not hurting nobody. Oh, but it's okay to talk about Cecil Rhodes and all them. And y'all don't even know what Cecil Rhodes did. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even know what Winston Churchill did. You know, when I talk about people or Rhodes Scholar, and I say, okay, when Joseph Smith died from the Book of Mormon, Cecil Rhodes took over, which is BYU University, Birmingham Young University, and he said Negroes ain't nothing. That blacks can't even be no priest. That Negro's stupid. So we have to get with us telling our stories and putting our own people on pedestals, not belittling each other. That's the problem, what I see with Negro, black, and color, and African Americans. It says that we have to have our own story and continue to teach. Proceed, Brian.
Humbly, be advised the true answers to the two subject questions have been revealed, given, and lived during the appearance of every prophet from Ali or Adam to Ali. As a rule of the public unstableness, the last people to ever recognize the divine ordination of the Holy Prophet have been the very people that a special angel has been sent to save.
Stop again, Brian. Did you hear what I just said that, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
So once again, remember, even in our that wisdom, as I broke earlier, the problem with us, that's prophets, what we're going to face is our own people. Our own people doubting us. The European already know this because I come from academia. They study us to a T. I can be around all politicians, around lower level Freemasons that have potentates, and they'll call themselves a son of a Muslim. They'll call me Melchizedek. But our own people is the dilemma when I go around misnomering black people with a slave mentality. Noble Brian?
Yes, sir.
This is what I'm talking about. And I say, this ain't for us to be preaching to the rest of the world. This is for us to resurrect ourselves as a people. I don't give a damn if you no so-called Christian or no so-called Muslim or no so-called whatever. I don't care what fraternity that you are in. We have a common denominator. Who are we as a people? As a people. And we all not no slaves from no Africa. These are facts. And when we give that slave master mentality back, then we understand that we have a rich culture. We have a rich history. We are Americans. We know the Declaration is laws, and we had an American prophet, which was Noble Drew Ali, that came and showed us what nationality persists of, that showed us what the type of Islam we talking about, not no al-Islam, to show us what the Declaration of Human Rights and the amendments consist of. We right now, we are with no excuse, Noble Brian, as a people. Islam, proceed, my brother.
Islam, in essence, the nationals who have suffered centuries of slavery, conquered and endured famine, or other wraths of the great God, are also the last people to acknowledge, identify, and appreciate their Redeemer. This preamble will explain why the Moorish Americans are currently the last people on earth to recognize they are now being salvaged by the same great God which has placed their disobedient yes under his wrath in the first place. Moorish people appear more ludicrous after admitting Allah's angel was born in the United States among them on January 8th, 1866 in the state of North Carolina.
American prophet, 1886, American. Here in America, an American prophet. An American prophet. An American prophet. You ask a young student, they don't think we gonna have no prophets in our sciences, in our histories. So everything about us, our history is evil. Everything about us is somebody got to give to us. Everything is about us is slavery. Everything about us, somebody have to give to us. When I talk about the HBCUs, a lot of the HBCUs was created by Europeans. That's why the curriculum has never changed. In academia, they have a thing called the reading list. If you know that, well, I ask anybody that's an educator, any of my people that took African American studies, I say the reason why you don't know the rich history of who we are, because in academia, which is the reading list, they have a program reading. So they're going to start you off in slavery history. They're not going to start you off in medieval times or the Dark Ages. Or take you to the ancient in history where Britain was ran by Moors, and take you to the so-called Russian area, in the Russian icon area when Russian was ran by melanated people. They're not gonna take you in that part of history. Proceed, brother. Any questions before we go on? Because we having dialogue. Any questions?
Now, I was going to say, if I could add, that's the whole psyop of Black history. You know what I'm saying? To get you. To only give you a limited part of history, but only so you only tap into a very small portion of your mind. You know what I'm saying? For you to tap into that lower part of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't give you that whole broad spectrum of true history.
Yes, Brian, it's program learning. If your son can go to school and come home and be like, Dad, we all slaves, we came on a boat, and then I can sit them down in an hour or two and go over the one world Tartarians and go over a whole bunch of other stuff about the Negro question and go over all of volumes and show them the real history from peer-reviewed scholarship, then that should tell you what she Goodman Bay got to offer in 2 hours is going to override my whole son's history, taking African-American history at high school and college, because he's going to come thinking he a slave. And you know that. And everybody know that take African-American studies in college or high school, the first thing you talk about is some slavery and Christopher Columbus discovered America. And I'm going to tell you, it's all bull crap. All that black is this and Black Lives Matters, all crap. I'm going to teach you the 13th, the 14th, the 15th Amendment. I'm going to teach you what manumissions are. I'm going to teach the Declaration of Human Rights. I'm going to teach the House Joint Resolution 75. I'm going to teach you the religious rights of the indigenous people to give you a clear idea of what the laws say. And nobody else can say nothing, Brian, when you sure, because this is what school does.
Islam. And from that moment forward, that child, if learning that knowledge and applied correctly, will be looked at as a special by his peers and teachers. You know
Ooh, Brian, I knew you was going to go there. I knew you was going to go there. See, they don't even get it. It's special. When you dealing with, let's deal with some damn beer. Let's deal with Modelo. Don't Modelo got Nagra and Especial?
Islam.
Okay. Nagra is what? Dark, right?
Yeah.
Just like in Spanish, you got what? Negrito beans, right? Negrito mean black, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Especial. Brian just said Especial American. So when you say Especial, it's going to cross the borders. Especial. When I talk about the copper color races, what is American? The copper color races found here by what? The Europeans. So copper color, Brian can produce anything. Brian and his old lady can be darker than all outdoors, but produce a baby with a lighter hue. Am I right about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I hope y'all listening to what I'm telling you today. Proceed, Brian.
Yet, doubt must see its God. And after 520 years of slavery, it is the old God of doubt that has become the master of the sleepyhead Moors. However, in this presentation of the 7th and the last Adept degree, each student will have the opportunities to replace their doubt with wisdom. There is nothing that can defeat the illusions of fear and doubt like the wisdom of love and truth.
Brian, you said what's debilitating? Fear, right? Fear.
Yes.
Fear of the unknowing. So let me play devil's advocate. A person say they afraid to fail, but I'm gonna tell you, misnomer black people are afraid to succeed because it's uncharted waters. They know what failure look like. They know what welfare look like. Niggas, excuse my candor. They know what being nothing. They know what a crackhead look like, but do they know what success look like? That's scary to a Negro. Oh, the reason why I'm like this is because my daddy was a drunk and my mom was a drunk. But then your homeboy that grew up right next to you said, the reason why I'm successful, the reason why I went to the college, the reason why I went all this is because I saw something. I'm sitting right next to my homeboy I went to school with. I'm over my boy house, Judah Q. I told y'all, his story is amazing. When we was in high school, he went to prison, got shot up 5 times. I told y'all, he was my inspiration. When I saw my brother go through all that in high school, hanging up with us, but making an honor roll every year, going to college, getting a master's degree, straight out of prison. If that ain't inspiring, that's a testimony. These are the stories that need to be taught to our kids. Not no, oh man, looking at no, what's the rapper's name? Young Dirt and all them. You got the key to the city and you talking crazy. We should get the damn key to the city. The damn mayor should give us the key to the city. Not no stupid ass rapper getting no key to the city off genocide. Listen to the music, it's all genocide. Do you understand the psychosis that I'm telling y'all? The general public want niggas and black people to be stupid and promote the asshole stuff, excuse my candor, and not promote success, not promote overcoming. Are y'all seeing what I'm saying, brothers?
Yes, sir.
Think about this, what I'm saying. Think deeply about this, nobles. Think deeply about this. We have everything we need where? Right in our community. We have everything if we can come to a medium, if we can say, wait a minute, we are a people. We have a spirituality. We have a culture. Maybe I don't understand etymology and etymon, but I need to know when a person try to get you caught up in linguistic apartheid, especially from my brothers that look like me. You have to be educated on words. Just like this, Noble Brian. You think I get offended when somebody say, oh, you with that cult, this, that, and the other. I know that mean culture. I know you don't understand nothing because every European have culture. The European Jew wear his yarmulke. The Al-Islam Muslim wear his what? His turban. The Indian wear his turban. Everybody that have culture identify who they are. But what do the misnomer black person identify with? Slavery. Black lives matter. Well, black lives don't matter because black is an adjective. See, this is just conversations that we should be having. Proceed, Brian.
Islam. Previous Adept lessons, e.g. the 5 foes, the prophet and his harbinger, and the last, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and now 7th Adept degree were first established in ancient Kemet and are present in honor of El Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali.
Stop right there. Do we know what El Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali mean? Remember, when I be telling people, those are names given to you based off your status. You know, off your status. Like when we had brothers in our set and they called themselves El Hajj. And I'm like, well, where did you get that? You don't get that until you go through the last Adept chamber.
Islam, that I know the Hajj itself is the pilgrimage to Mecca. You know what I'm saying? So that you get that. But From my research, that comes from having that Hajj, and then you get that from that attribute.
Knowing how to not only recite but go through all the adapt chambers, just like when we talk about all the metanetter and in the Egyptian, when you know all the burial ceremonies, all those are adapt lessons where you know how to do ceremonies per se, based off the lessons. It's degrees, just like going to college, going to university. Do you think a person that's going to community college could tell me or my brother Julius that got master's degrees in our field? What can you tell me? You a novice.
Islam.
I'm talking about knowing how to do things and processes. You are a novice. Alonzo said, can someone add him to the live? He's trying to get back in.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Brian.
The last prophet in these days brought us wisdom from the highest plane of spirit life. All transliterations have been handed down from Allah.
Stop. Transliteration. Write that down. Write transliteration down. Because a person would be like, oh, I know what transliteration means. I ask them, they don't know. What they'll give me the definition of translation. You got translation and transliteration. Let me give you an example of transliteration. Jesus, you can't get Jesus and Yahshua. That's not a transliteration. That's a replacement because it never was a J in the Hebrew dialect. Are y'all with me?
Islam.
I'm teaching.
Islam.
I'm teaching today. You should be happy today. I'm teaching you the difference from transliteration and translation. Because Korea is Korea no matter what language it's in, right? Right? Julius is Julius no matter what language you speaking, right?
Right.
Okay. Keep that in your brain. Proceed.
All transliterations have been handed down from Allah through his prophet directly into my God self, his number one defender, Akhenaten in Peru, Pert, him Peru, Tutankhamun Bey.
Okay, let's stop right there. Because I told you I'm go through this stuff and narrate it because a lot of stuff is good, a lot of stuff is irrelevant. That's why I wanted us to get familiar with it. So number one, when a person say the last prophet, the reason why I don't rock with the last prophet because to me it's a slap in the face to you, Brian. Think about what I'm saying. Why is a slap in the face to you?
Because the prophet is the thought of Allah manifested in the flesh.
Ooh. Man, I want to put a better food right. I'll put so many stickers on your helmet right now, Brian. Come on, man, nobles. Come on, we got to understand this.
Last prophet will mean there's Allah no longer manifesting through thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That just don't make much sense. You know what I'm saying?
That just saying is then that's just saying the last great player was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Well, Michael Jordan came. Then along came LeBron. Then along came Kobe. Then along came LeBron. When we talk about the last, see, that's bias. It's just like, okay, I get my bro Julius. He might be in the era. I might be in the era. And you ask us, who's the best player in your area? His era might have been Dr. J. And my era might have been Michael Jordan. That's bias. Those are two different eras.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all following me?
Islam.
So when we say the last prophet, I don't rock like that because it's going to be a prophet in every dispensation. Because based off our 101s, a prophet and an angel is what?
Thought of Allah manifested in the flesh.
See? So when Moors be saying that Noble Drew Ali is the last prophet, clearly they ain't studied. It's just like when you study the teachings. You don't praise me, praise the teachings because you can do what I do, but even greater. Am I right about that?
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Brian, or whoever. We on good time, man.
Islam.
I hear you, Empress.
Islam. So the reason many of these revelations are currently being brought to the light is because they are in accord with the fulfilling of the prophecies of Noble Drew Ali. Whereas he warned, it will be the third and fourth generations about the year 2000 will see the good of my works and come into their own. When the student is right, the teacher will appear. These adept messages are in due time and can only be received by the purity of love now in place. Whereas,
Stop right there. So here it is when you projecting. He said about the year 2000. He said about the year 2000. We still in the year 2000. You know? We still in the year of 2000. He says it's going to be a different generation of Moors, you know?
Yeah. Even if it was 2200, it'd still be 2000.
I was waiting for you to say that. I told you, Brian. Come on. I know who studied. Come on, y'all. This is elementary wisdom. I shoot from the lip, not the hip. Khalid Muhammad told y'all this. I'm in elementary wisdom. That's why I can't even. It ain't no reason for me to get to the next level if a person won't take the time just to scam they document and to pull out some bullets and to pull out some things. Because I told you, when you under the Holy Spirit, when you are ordained from the Creator, and when you under the Holy Spirit is going to always give you what you need. You're going to be like, what I need to study? Open it up. The Holy Spirit is going to open it up, and then your mental, your spirit, the divine essence that you're under is going to align you. You under a different auspices. That's why I be telling y'all, like, you can't operate how your homeboy might operate or how somebody be in doubt, because you're not in doubt. You operate on a higher understanding. So when you operate on a higher understanding, you put the work in. And whatever comes after you put the work in, you cool with that. But if you ain't putting no work in, you can't be upset with not knowing nothing, because you ain't putting no damn work in. When you put that work in, that means you can speak like Brian's speaking. You can add because what? I looked at the document. I've researched the document. Not only my documents, I study my lessons. I've been telling y'all this more science is not nothing we just do on no damn Sunday or on no Saturday. You should be reading your lessons when? Every day. You got time. You a damn lie if you say you don't got no time. You a liar. If you don't say you don't have time every day to study your lessons and close it and ponder on it, you a lie. If that's the case, that means you better have $1 million cash. And none of us don't have that. Point blank. And if you did have it, that should allow you to even get in your studies more. Proceed, Brian.
Islam. Whereas a few of these lessons came from those who are taught directly by Noble Drew Ali, I hereby extend honors directly to his wife, Sheikh Pearl Ali, the brothers Isaac Cook Bey, G. Cook Bey, and Dr. Rufus German Bey. Still, about 98% of these messages came from the heart of Drew Ali, through his angel to give to those with ears to hear and eyes to see, these pure consultations from him before the fight. Another summation of my instructions from the Prophet has been, because the Moors dishonor their divine creed, high principles, and holy covenant of Allah and their forefathers. They were enslaved and entombed above ground by the European nations for every family to witness.
Okay.
I was told 2,000 years ago our dead would walk the earth. Soon I will be received by my people. I will open the hearts of a few for you to teach. Tell my Moors the truth.
Noble Brian, you hear what that said? It says, I was told 2,000 years ago that our dead will walk the earth. What? Dead in the eyes of the law. According to science and law, black mean death. We're physically alive, but spiritually dead. If you identify as a Negro, black, or color, or African American, this is facts. Soon I will be received by my people. Soon I will be received by my people, y'all. Soon I'm already received by the other person that y'all think the master or some. I'm already received by them. I told y'all I'm Melchizedek to them. The European Jew is the ruler over everything. I am Melchizedek to the European Jew. I'm telling y'all this. If I'm already accepted by other people, why am I not accepted by my own people that look like me? That's the part when we say a prophet always going to deal with the beginning that his own people is not going to receive his message. That's the part that hurts my heart when I see us in bondage and I know what it takes to free us. I know what it takes to have us operating and rocking as a nation. Hell, if Black Wall Street did it and then they did it in Philadelphia and all this, why we can't do it today? And we call ourselves having way more than what we had back in those days, Brian?
Islam, that's a valid and great question.
That be my question for all my brothers and sisters. As we are joined under a banner, we will be, oh, I'm a Christian, or I'm a Muslim, or I'm part of this group, or I'm part of that group. But what about us coming together? Showing the world that this is this growth and development. Showing the world that this international science. Proceed, Brian.
Noble Drew Ali is the last prophet to bring in the final of the cycle ages and the new era of time now. If you still have doubt after reading these lessons sent through me, his first swift angel, it is because you were probably against him 2,000 years ago when he appeared as Joshua. In this era, Ali has returned with the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Now, Brian, he said when Noble Ali appeared again at one point as Joshua. Well, when he said he appeared, this is what people be talking about because they want to get caught up in reincarnation. When they say he appeared as Joshua, only thing is they saying, Brian, if you got any sense of your mind, is he's appearing as what? Truth?
Yeah.
See how simple this is? Swift angel is bringing the judgment swiftly. So he's reappearing as truth, as justice. Jesus means justice, right?
Yes, it does.
I mean, this is elementary, man. I told y'all, we have to get caught in the language and understand the science and understand when we use these certain words, when we're dealing in a certain parameter of science, we have to understand what we're saying. And you can get lost in what? Mistranslation or transliteration. Or you can get lost due to the lack of knowledge because the spiritual essence is not there yet. Remember, in more science, what comes first, Brian?
Say it again.
In more science, what comes first?
The divine.
Come on, man. The divine comes first.
Oh, the divine comes first.
Somebody been paying attention. Proceed.
I bet I couldn't hear you. Sound like some rustling or something in the background.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Proceed. We got about 30 minutes left.
Islam. The Moorish in America will again own their sovereign land and will return our lands to the true name of a Mexican. Moorish Americans have paid their debt through 5 centuries in Allah's wrath of slavery and now must rise through freedom as a pure and clean nation. Moorish Americans are not a temple, club, religious group, secret fraternal, or sorority, nor any non-governmental organization. Moorish American is a free national name of an ordained state of inhabitants with a divine constitution, de jure, and holy Quran of divine instructions. Moorish Americans are in fact the lost found tribe of Ali, destined to re-civilize the human family of nations to a status of peace on earth.
We supposed to do what? Civilized to a status on peace on earth, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling these Moors, any more that's out here call the confusion, any more that putting out their ID, call the confusion. It's for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be what? Of severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these orders are violated, justice must then take its course. Stop flashing your car that Europeans. It causes confusion. If you don't want to obey the laws that's laid down in your prophet, return your car, stop wearing your fez and turban, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. See, man, I told y'all a lot of this misnomer stuff is for slaves. The reason why they don't want misnomer black people to know who they are and understand their tribal and understand that they ancestry, the ancientness of being Americans, because that's going to keep you off the land patents. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. Anybody with any common sense educator, they'd be like, this man knows something. The reason why they want all misnomer black people, niggas, excuse my candor, to keep you off filing, looking for your family land patents. Because you're not Negro. In 1990, I told y'all about Empress El Bay, Gossett El Bay, where the government gave her all that land back in Louisiana. Look it up. Look up Empress Gossett El Bay. Look up the book, The Washita, the Hung the High Moors, and research the history about the Louisiana Purchase. And you tell me if that was a real purchase or was that stolen land. And you come back and have an educated conversation with me, misnomer nigga. Excuse my candor. Because that's what they call y'all behind closed doors. No disrespect. The reason why they want us to be African American, Negro, and blacks, and not understand who we are, because to keep us off knowing who we are and understand the land patterns, to understand that we Americans. That's why they want us to keep thinking that we all from, no disrespect, to Africa, and we all came here as slaves. And I challenge everybody: get the book One World Tartarian and open it up and and read it, and then come back to Sheik and have a conversation. Proceed, Brian. Anybody got anything as we go?
Nah, people just, if they've been following us and listening to these lessons, they should be able to put it together, because, we go around and around with the same information over and over and over again.
Come on, Malik. That's why I got an email from an Empress today. She was like, Sheik, ain't no way that these Moors all over the world don't know what you saying. She like, these niggas, and excuse my Ken, she like, they be following you. They know you. She said, I asked this man, did he know you? He lied. Went on his page. She said, he got you all over his page. I showed y'all the Moor, got me all over his page. She like, these Negroes is retarded, that they don't want to get in line with their own brother. But when they go to jail, they're going to be saying, yes, sir. They're going to be saying yes and asking somebody to put something on their books. This is what the Empress said.
You got distractions, right? Like the internet can be used for good, it can be used for bad. There's a lot of information on there, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say some Moors can be distractions. You know what I mean?
We should be having dialogue. Proceed, Brian. Good catch.
Foremost titles of Moorish government officials. The illustrious prophet Noble Drew Ali received mystic names, titles, and stations during his 10-year angelic confirmation of divine preparations in the East.
He got what? Mystic name doing his work, right?
Yes, sir.
He got mystic names doing his work. He got the El Hajj, he got from doing his work. I got Ibn doing my work. I've been doing his work. He said he got his in his 10 years pilgrimage. I've been doing my work for over 10 years. Ibn, but my name is Kari Hakim. My name already means something. But the Ibn came from my position.
Yes, Lord.
We got to be clear with this. Everybody want to be God. I'm not God. I am not God. I am not the God. I'm a vessel. I'm a map and a guide. I don't want to be the reincarnated nobody. I love my family. I'm a Goodman. I ain't no reincarnated. That's disrespect to my mom and my dad to say I'm the reincarnated of Noble Drew Ali or Malcolm X. Boy, I'm Kari Hakim Goodman El Bay. Boy, what you thought? Ain't no reincarnating of no other man in no flesh that got a mom and a dad. Boy, I'm me. I'm him. I ain't put nobody over my mom and my dad. I'm him in the flesh. You heard me? Come on, Brian. Why you want to be somebody else? You Brian Hicks Bay. Noble minister of the BBT. Artist, philanthropist, businessman. What we talking about? You see? So why you want to be somebody else? Why you want to be the reincarnation of somebody else? You want to make sure that you fulfill all the things that the Creator has for you, Brian, right?
Yes, sir.
Proceed, man. We got a little bit more time. We on good time.
He would later teach his people under the guise of membership in his Moorish Science Temple of America, the MSTA, about the various titles they could claim once they become guiders.
Wait a minute, Brian. You said under the membership, right? Mm-hmm. I hope people listening. Under the membership of the Moorish Science Temple, under the membership. See, when you know how the Moorish Science Temple is created, you will calm down with all that sovereign citizen stuff, with all that foreign national. You will understand, because everything about the Moorish Science Temple of America can be researched. It's free information. The Moorish Science Temple is a public domain. I hope people understand that when it's a public domain, that means it can be a domain. That means it can be looked up, right, Brian?
Yes, sir. Public information.
Come on, proceed, my brother.
He would later teach his people under the guise of membership in his Moorish Science Temple of America about the various titles they could claim once they became guiders of their nation. His MSTA, as a lawfully chartered and incorporated organization, was duly registered to operate in every state throughout the United States, etc. Legally, this means the corporate government of the United States has complete jurisdiction over all organizations, and each must register their religious or civic business annually to the capital of their special state.
Did you hear that? They must do what, and that was the revised Herb Smith when I say it's only one temple. I hear a lot of stuff in the background, y'all. It's only one temple. It's only one prophet. That's why when these Moors be coming up with this fake stuff and they say call us Moorish Science Temple, you lying. Because it's only one. If Brian in his lifetime created the Brian Hicks Bay damn music group, you can't change it. It's any under a theocratic. It don't change. The laws don't change. It's it. This is it. Anything else is a fascist group. That's why I told y'all we are the what? I'm part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. All my Adapt degrees come from the temple. But I didn't want to recreate no Moorish Science Temple of America because you can't. It's only one. I created a school for Moors that's confused. I have a school. I have my own bylaws. I have my book with my bylaws. I tell y'all, I'm not the Moorish Science Temple of America. I'm a sheik ordained through the Moorish Science Temple. I'm an educated through academia. I got 3 degrees. I have a school to teach Moors that don't want to run through the rhetoric, that don't want to waste no money talk about somebody finna nationalize you and spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on paper that don't mean nothing and listen to some Negro fresh out of prison or just talking stuff because that's what he used to make his money. No, we are a school. We are a school of what? Wisdom and education of Moors that know who they are. And we're going to continue to teach. Proceed, Brian.
And that's a form of salvation in itself.
Come on. See, I have to say what my noble Brian saying. See, the Moorish Science Temple of America wasn't created to be no government organization, wasn't just no church. It was a school. And if any old Moors or anybody that knows science and understand, he'd be like, that man telling you the truth. It was a school. We need school. Man, black people is more holier than a damn pope. Black people got more religion than anybody. Black people got more education than anybody. I hope y'all know that. But misnomer black people don't know who the hell they are, Brian.
Yes, Lord.
We got more money than anybody. Hell, if the damn Democrat, the so-called Black Democrat convention can raise $1 billion for Kamala, and a lot of women did that, y'all tell me we can't support our households and our communities and our neighborhoods got to look like crap? And we worried about some Democratic convention or being some religion? Niggas got to be crazy.
That makes no sense at all.
I keep telling us this. What have voting for the president done for y'all, for your parents since we was a kid? I don't give a damn if it's Republican or Democrat. Thank you, Malik. We got to get down to local and state and brothers coming together that be at the games, that be at all our kids' games, that be seeing each other at the damn grocery store. Do we agree who we are? Yes. Well, it's a bigger mission. And until we understand that and start loving on each other, man, we ain't gonna never get right. Don't nobody gotta love us more than we love ourselves. I want respect. Why the hell you want respect and your brother don't respect you? Your brother can't hug you, but a European to hug me. I can't walk past, I see a brother that look like Malik and ask for a hug. He won't give me a hug. I can walk past a European and they give me a hug and say, man, put some of your spirit on me. I can't give you none of this energy, nigga.
Come on.
No, for real though. No, for real though, y'all. I'm just being real. We so huffed, we so gangster. Soon as your punk ass get in trouble, you calling your mom. You want somebody to put some on your punk ass books, nigga.
That's the truth.
Excuse my candor. I'm just being real. We
stand back and watch. If it's getting old, can I come in?
And brothers be watching. I told y'all, I be wanting to embarrass people. So I just got another email by the one brother that used to come to class, Ishmael. Hey man, I'm just woo woo woo. Negroes always talking. Man, come to class. You know it ain't about no money with me. If you got 75 cents and you say, Sheik, I want to donate 75, I don't got no more. Donate the 75. Your 75 cents is just as good as 75,000, nigga. Excuse my candor.
Talking to brothers. They lower self got them so twisted. They can't let it go.
That's why I'm saying nigga.
It's like almost like the Matrix. It's like, the steak tastes good.
Yes. Man, I be wanting to talk so truthful to my people. I know so many people in fraternities. I know so many people in Christianity and religions because when I come home, that's the reason why I came home. And that's what I be telling people as a Moor, as a Sheik. I'm accepted everywhere. Y'all be seeing me. I be accepted in Christian houses, Islamic houses, Jewish houses, Messianic houses. What do you mean? I'm an adept. I study all they manuals, and most misnomer niggas, excuse my candor, I'm speaking how I gotta speak, how we speak every day. Most black preachers and politicians are Masons. I'm telling you what I know. Most black preachers, they already know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, Brian. I mean, Malik, they are them suck ass niggas, excuse my candor. And I hate to be saying like this today, but ain't no kids on here. They know what I'm talking about. Ain't no European holding us back. Not one. Not one.
Nope.
Not one European holding us back. How? And all these misnumbered black people got positions. But how many black people you hire that you ain't afraid to take over, that you confidence with, that, hey man, this brother got education, he got with, I'm gonna give this brother an opportunity. How many brothers can say they done that? How many sisters can say they done that? But I can name, I don't got enough hands and feet to name how many Europeans that I met in college and academia that hired their kids and their nephews and all that. Look at all these companies that's professional. The Hiltons. Didn't they hire Paris Hilton and all their kids and grandchildren that don't have no talent, that ain't went to college, but your mom and dad tell you go to college and get a good job? Man, shut up. To be in debt and then retire at 80 years old. I ain't got nothing. I don't have nothing. We ain't teaching these kids about trust funds. And every misnomer black person got a goddamn will. I bet you every person that's on this, I follow us, I bet you they got a will, Malik. And you know it too. I bet you most of our parents got wills.
Yeah.
And you know it too.
Huh? No. Sure.
We must be educated in this. And so I don't want to read the whole document. I just wanted to touch on it for people that's following us and be like, man, I need this to read it because there's way much more in there. It's talking about the Freemasons. I wanted to get, Brian, can you get to that part about the Freemason part? And then that'll be our last part.
Yeah.
Because that's important.
Freeman and the Freemasons.
Yes. Thank you, Malik. I'm glad because if nobody say nothing, then I'm going to end it. I'll be wanting us to be like, wait a minute, no, we need to talk about this.
And Freemasons, they're different.
Yes, you got Mason and Freemason.
Nah, there's a couple more parts, man. We gotta get a couple more. I got my own.
Go ahead, go ahead, Alonzo, and where y'all at? Because I want to sit back.
Go ahead. I want to know what Brian had and what you asked him to do about the Freemasons.
Okay, and then you add on what you ever, because this is important for Moors. After today, y'all, if anybody confused, if anybody dealing with this fascist stuff, if anybody dealing with this, oh, they some government, oh, they the Moorish government, all that, and even in that's why I be saying we got to have things to speak on, because when people say they the Moorish government, I'm gonna tell you it ain't one. That's why I wanted y'all to read the document. Well, since the Moorish government what's the Moorish government? If anybody, you ain't going to no court as no official. So what is it?
It's the Constitution.
I was waiting for somebody to. Who said that? Malik?
Yeah, that's the Constitution.
I'm done. See, I'm done. I'm done. I was waiting for somebody to say that. I was waiting for somebody to. And so if it's the Constitution, every Moor that's not following what you're saying don't know more science, huh, Malik?
No, they don't know law.
Okay. I'm glad you said
They
that.
have a feeling. I understand. They have a feeling about the way they was taught, and when they was taught, everything to them in conditions is about black, black, black. But somebody tell you, like you said, your name has always been Kareem. Just because they changed it, don't mean that my name wasn't Kareem.
And I'm not a good man. That's religion. Or your last name is a slave name. Man, ain't no. I'm gonna say it like ain't no European. No disrespect again. Ain't no European Albion Trinidad named you. They named themselves after you. Go through history. They named themselves after you. They might have changed some things. They name, even when you go to Russia, when you see the Russian dude at the door and he got that big hat on, dog, he modeling you because he couldn't grow his hair.
He honoring
you.
He honoring. Yeah.
Even in the Thomas Jefferson Quran, when y'all see all them Europeans dressed up, y'all like, ooh, they in their American attire. They dressed up like a Moor. I showed y'all on the cover of Thomas Jefferson Quran, y'all saw Thomas Jefferson on a horse, and y'all saw the Moor right there in his attire, and Thomas Jefferson dressed like the Moor. That's the whole analogy of the commercial Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan is dressed like the Moor. Y'all didn't get it? Captain Morgan? Yeah, that's why I be laughing at niggas. Excuse my candor. I be like, y'all got to be the stupidest shit in the world. Excuse my candor. They making a mockery of you because you don't know your history.
Yep.
Look at it. The Wiggum Party. When y'all see all those judges with them fake wigs on, and y'all like, look at that. Who are they trying to look like you? The 13 colonies.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even here. Y'all don't even hear me. Y'all don't even hear me, man. Break it down, man. I'm gonna sit back before we can finish out, and Alonzo can do his thing.
13 in the Last Supper, right?
Yes.
It was all everybody represented the astrological sign, right?
Yes.
Jesus and Paul Yasha made the 13th tribe, right?
Come on, man.
So there's the 13 colonies.
Malik.
It's already in there.
It's in the that's why I be telling when black people dissing the Bible, it's some white man stuff. I said, dude, you off. The Bible is science. If your teacher is not a scientist, then yeah, you're gonna take it literally. You're not gonna know the Gnostic. You're not gonna know the gematria. You're not gonna know the analogy and parable and symbology. You don't have a good teacher. What are you talking about?
Right.
Proceed, Brian, and then Alonzo, man. Let's go ahead and get this out the way, so we can get out of here and we can add on to what we need, because this is getting ready to get good. And I know Noble Alonzo got some good stuff. So go ahead, my brother. Finish up, Brian.
Islam. Western Freemasonry is not free, especially for the NBC. One should always be aware of the original intent and purpose of the theme, word, or group. For example, the only purpose of a pair of handcuffs is to restrain a human body. Likewise, the sole intention and purpose of the European orders of Western Freemasonry, WFM, have always been to subjugate, colonize the 56 countries of Africa and confine, restrain, inhabit, control, and enslave the indigenous nationals of Africa.
If you ever read Stolen Legacy,
all adults should know the intents of handcuffs and WFM, or Western Freemasonry. Noble Drew Ali is the foremost mastermind of our time, and has the host and the host of the Psycho Age. No, Noble Drew Ali was never a Western Freemason, and any thinking God would confirm this myth, simply because the duties of all prophets is to save nations, not to enslave nations.
What did you say? The duty of a prophet is to save nations, not enslave nations. You are a prophet. That's what I keep telling y'all. A prophet and an angel is to save nations. I don't care what color you are. That don't matter to me. Noble, if y'all ever did with a polar bear, on the outside is white, right? But when you cut the hair off of them, what color do you think the polar bear is?
Black. It's like a greenish black.
Hey, Brian, I done this already. I done been in the laboratory with my test tubes and my beakers. So when people be talking, I say, listen, man, in the beginning, the world was black. You better stop playing with me. And then when you cut the damn polar bear fur off, I bet you he black. We're just talking about science. We're talking about science, how the world can make some on the outer shell be something, but the inner shell is what, Brian? Black. In the beginning, the world was dark. Can a leopard change his spots the same way a blackamoor can't change his skin tone? That's in your Bible. That's in the Geneva Bible, 1599. And then you got to understand, well, what do you mean Geneva 1599? Because in that time, they wasn't afraid, Europeans, to tell you what they saw. You got to understand what I'm telling y'all, man. Proceed, Brian.
Islam. On March 6, 1775, the colonial European order finally and secretly granted permission for the NBC, or Negro, Black, and Colored of Boston, to open the first Prince Hall Negro Masonic Lodge.
Stop right there. So Prince Hall, you got your, and I hope my nigga Masons on here. I wish my dad was on here, because my dad would just spill the beans from all them black Masons, and they can't say a damn thing, because my dad would be on here. That was a Mason. You know what I mean? And tell the truth. You got your stuff from a European. Your Prince Hall is not ancient. That come from Europeans. That your whole name, your whole everything come from Europeans. Am I right about it then? You just read it, Brian.
Islam.
No disrespect to no one. So your whole science and what you know come from Europeans, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So you think a European, an Albion, a Trillite gonna tell you something and they was your slave master? You think they're gonna give you anything to be free? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Not at all. They
okay
can't.
Then. They can't.
That's like them telling you that's your nationality. They can't tell you that.
Come on, Brian. Come on, Malik. So you think a black Mexican tell you? No, right? Because they took the oath, right?
Yes, sir.
I hope my brothers, man. I know a brother right now, and I ain't gonna say his name. I know a brother right now that's a Mason right now. That's a Christian preacher, and he hit me up. He was like, "Brother, the reason why you can speak and be truthful because you haven't took no oath." He wear his fez in clandestine. You ain't gonna teach your people about that, but in the Masonic house, you teaching the other science. But then when you go to church, you teaching something different. That's sad. Because in the Masonic, if I go to the Masonic house and I go to the church, I'm teaching the same. I'm teaching the same thing.
Yeah, but that Masonic stuff is Islam. Once you get to the 33 degrees, they tell you that it's Islam.
Yeah, you see. So do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you, who playing with you? I told y'all at the end of the day, who playing with you? That's what I keep telling y'all. Your own brothers.
To create it to throw you off the bread trail.
Yes, that's what I'm telling y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell us as I'm showing these documents. I'm not putting no pressure on no European, no Arab, no Trilodite. That ain't it. I'm talking about us as a people. Us that done put us in a burning house. That done lied to us. Us that your brothers and your uncles and your dads and your aunties and your uncles and your mom maybe that's Eastern Stars, that's Freemasons and all that, and they lying, act like they don't know who Noble Drew Ali is, act like they don't know what the science is, acting like that's why we so lost. We lost because of this right here. Proceed, Noble. Give a little more.
Bear in mind, it was the European via the Christian churches I skipped the line. Bear in mind, it was European Masons who named their slaves Negro, Black, and Colored.
What did you just say? It was European Masons that did what, Brian?
Who named their slaves Negro, Black, and Colored.
It was European Masons that named their slaves. Wait, because I just want to make sure we're sure. It was European slaves. It was European masters that named their slaves Negro, Black, and Colored, right?
European.
Yeah, and the first slaves was pale skinned people though.
See, but they flipped it on you.
People from Europe.
Yes. You see the tricknology.
Some of them did have dark skin though.
Yeah.
The Jacobites tell you that.
Ooh, Malik, you get some stickers on your head. You got. I'm busting your head with them stickers. This tricknology.
So there were all type of slaves. They weren't just pale skin, but they came from the pale skin nation area, which is Ireland, Scotland, England, right? The land of orphans. That's what England is the land of orphans. Because they was abandoned by their own people because they were albino children, troglodytes, and they made it with troglodytes.
Man, boy, you gonna make somebody mad, Malik. Malik, stop. Stop. You going off.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm saying the good way. I'm celebrating you. Because I'm like, yes. No, I'm being silly. I'm being sarcastic. Proceed, my brother.
So what happened is, what was it, North, South? East Africa had the highest albinism rate. They had to take them children, albino children, because they was going to die. So they took them up to the land of Albion. That's why they named it Albion, because it's albino children, right, from Africa, because albino people are originally dark-skinned people, scientifically. They just
Malik.
So albinos, or AKA English people, are nothing but abandoned albino children from the continent of Africa.
Okay, Malik, you
modern day.
Okay, so
and
just
then,
go ahead.
What they did is mix with troglodytes, which was cave dwellers, right? And then that's how you get the so-called European race, or the AKA white man, so to speak.
Yep.
Of today. And they just angry because they was abandoned. What do people who are adopted do once they find out they're adopted?
Come on, be upset.
They go searching for their family. That's it. Well, where do I come from? Because they have a discord. There's something that don't connect.
But Malik,
looking for the connection. And then when they came to Africa, they said, "Oh, this is what we connected to, but we're still mad that you left us."
Now watch this though.
Angry and did all this angry stuff.
But you the only one that
can't turn around and do the angry stuff that they did to repeat a cycle. We have to correct the cycle, and that's what's wrong with us. We are here to correct the cycle, to put the universe back in balance.
Yes. And you're the only one that can create all that. This is what I be trying to tell people. Like in the Bible, when they talk about Japhet and all that, talk about, they all different. This is where all the different races come from. Well, how can they come from different races and they got the same mom and dad?
And their genetic code go back to Africa. If they get a 23andMe or a Ancestry.com, it tell them right in their face.
Malik, so say if your mama, both your mom and your dad misnomer African Americans, your brother's not going to be no different race or no different nationality. So say if your brother come out pale in a mug, say if your brother come out as white as the part of Lamarck referee jersey. You know how they got the white part, and your brother come out with the white. You ain't gonna say this no white man, are you? You gonna say that's your brother? He albino. He gonna have the same. He gonna look just like you.
That's right.
Ain't he, Malik?
It's a funny term I say, right, to people. I said two black people can have an albino, but two white people can't have a nigga I know.
If they do that, oh, we gotta put that on the shirt. Oh, we gotta put that. But see, we don't like that study. We like to say Jesus gonna fix it. We so afraid of our own saviors and be like, ooh, when your hey Malik, but watch this. Hold on, but watch this. Watch this. When your grandma say, ooh, don't you be talking about my Jesus, but some white man she don't know, and I say Tom, but you don't respect all the people that went through slavery that was hanged. And I told y'all when I shared that book of all the people that they hung in America, and you can find all misnomer black people, your last name, you can find it. Y'all remember the name of that book I showed? And I told y'all Facebook was gonna ban me. Y'all remember the name of the book? Anybody?
That's without sanctuary.
Who's without sanctuary? I told everybody when I shared that, I said they're gonna shadow ban me. Because when you read without sanctuary, you're gonna see that what's going on here in the Americas. And they don't want you to know that. I told y'all to get that book. I'll pay for it. If you don't got enough money, I'll give everybody a couple dollars to get it. You need it. I send it to Noble Lamarck for he can print it and bind it. You need it. Because when you look at that and when you see what they wasn't afraid to show, and those books is by Europeans, but they'll let us be on Facebook showing women shaking their booty and showing man throwing a you know what and showing somebody smoking crack and all that because they wanted to put out here that niggas ain't shit and they on welfare and they can't get a loan. I'm telling you what I know.
You said Jesus to take care of it, right?
Yeah.
But Jesus is the essence of the spirit, which is in all of us because it's a godly spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it comes from the one source. So yeah, Jesus is going to fix it because it's the Jesus in you. That DNA, that especial in you that's going to fix it, but that comes with action.
I agree, Malik. Brian, is there any more in that document that you want to expound on before Noble Alonzo expound on what he wanted? Because I think it's some more in there. It's some meat. It's so much meat in there, man. You ain't even going to get to no potatoes yet. It's all meat in this.
Islam. So by the year 1929, via the Christian churches, for an African male aged 21 to become a Mason was the biggest thing in the NBC community since slaves that preach Christianity.
Stop right there. So when Negroes thought they was free, the biggest thing they wanted what? You always want to join what? No disrespect. You want to join the European. We can be Masons now. We can be Masons. We can be this now. So let's join something. But they get just like Christianity with the black Christian code. They only telling you what you can do. So if you got your boy, I'm just using my boy Julius as a speaking point, and my boy Julius anointed, educated, and everything. But we say, no, we don't want to get under you. We want to get under the European that done stepped out our neck. We don't want to be under, say Julius's, say he the Sheik, whatever. We don't want to deal with him because we don't believe him. We want to be European nigga Freemasons. Think about it. But according to science and law, what is black?
Civil Mortis.
Death. I be asking my brothers, we black. Well, according to science and law, take that black shit to court and let's see what the damn judge say or the referee. He'll be like, why would you even come here if he love you? He'll be like, well, according to science and law, black means death. For the record, young man, are you retarded? You think you know something? You don't know a damn thing, nigga. Excuse my candor. I'm being sarcastic. Today. Because I need to be. We use these words. Why should anybody respect us? And I see my homie, I say, what up, my nigga? Or every song I say, what up, nigga, nigga. And then the European said, oh man, I ain't no nigga. Nigga, you just said you was a nigga 14 million times on your song, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Excuse my candor again. But do you understand the psychosis of what I'm saying? In order for us to get respect, we got to respect each other. I'm not finna call you no nigga, Noble Brian, and then be mad when somebody else call you a nigga. Because if I call you a nigga and somebody else call you a nigga that ain't look like us, hell, he just calling you of the name that you identify with. What you mad for, nigga? Do y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Are you got more Brian in there?
Yes, sir. So the envy levels of NBC Masons rose so high until the slave Masons thought they were superior to all other NBCs. It was those males, as members of the MSTA, who had already given their sworn oaths to the European-approved Negro Masonic Lodge, but did not know they were massless Masons who consents, threats, telling the police on Ali forced the prophet to leave the body in order to complete his work for his people better on the soul plane. NBC Masons had earlier run the prophet out of New Jersey and Ohio, had him locked up in Michigan, and again in Chicago. The same fake Masons or false Masons took complete possession of Noble Drew Ali's MSTA within hours after he had transitioned to the soul plane.
Yep.
With 2 days.
Please read that again. They need to hear that again. Like, all Muslims that join to be Muslims, black Muslims, they say, read that again.
And Brian, and I add a little to that. Like, remember when the prophet was in the flesh, the temples was popping. I told y'all, in my city of Flint, Michigan, when y'all come visit me again, I'm gonna take y'all to the Moorish Science Temple of America on Martin Luther King. You know it's in shambles. The Moorish Science Temple of America is the oldest of spiritual national organization in the city of Flint, and most of the people in Flint don't even know about it, y'all. And it was across the street from Gundry Elementary School. It's the oldest in our city of Flint, and nobody know about it.
You can also look up when the NOI was created. It was after Noble Drew Ali transition.
Come on.
Which what this document says. That's public information.
I told y'all got the document from the Negro the Blackamoor, and y'all saw that whole document was passed out to the Nation of Islam, and what the 60s, and then what was it, reissued in the 30s, and then reissued in the 60s. So the elders, remember what I'm saying. Maybe the new members won't know, but the old members have it. So if my dad was a member of, say, Julius Science Temple, and Julius revealed all this to my dad and them, I should have it because my dad have it, right?
Right.
Okay, so if that's the case, why these Muslims, these Nation of Islam Muslims, not speaking like me? Why? I told y'all. Your own.
Got paid.
Ding. Come on. That's the fact, Malik. Because most of the Nation of Islam is under, no disrespect, they talk that white man stuff, but they under Dianetics. They under Ron L. Herbert. I don't be here to disrespect my people, but when you come with that stupid stuff and they talk about that black stuff, man, you under Dianetics. You under Ron L. Herbert. Don't be mad at me. I'll pull all of it out. You under that space? You under that spaceship stuff? That's Scientology. What are we talking about, man? That's Scientology. No, you can be mad at when you want to. That's what the Muslims say. We're going to spaceship. Man, that's Scientology. Now, that's Dianetics. Now, let one of them Nation of Islam Muslims come here. Let a religious black person come on here with that rhetoric. Because that's all it is. Any more, Brian?
We can think about it, love. That's all.
Islam. Within days before putting his body in the ground, there were NBC Masons claiming to be his reincarnation. These same Moorish replaced the prophet's rock of the Moorish American government, divine constitution and bylaws, with Charles Kirkman Bay's 1934 rules and regulations. In 1936, they had changed his Holy Quran by removing 22 of the 70 chapters into a secret adept chamber where a member could be sworn into organizational chiefdom. The entire purpose of the MSTA was obscure under NBC Masonry. and not one Moorish American has been free to be a citizen of their own free national government since the internal pseudo-Masonic takeover. Like in 1913, Drew Ali had returned the purple red pens to the Moorish men, the world's most famous and oldest diadem of wisdom, but had not been properly worn by its owner in over 6 centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Ali had instructed the brothers, your headdress is figure number 1, as there is but one God and one Allah, and has no boundaries.
What did he say? Your what? Your headdress, right?
Yes, sir.
So this what I be telling every Moor when I be meeting brothers and they be saying they Moors, Brian, and they don't have nothing on their head. Man, get out of my face. You afraid. Do you understand what I just said? Get out of my face. You afraid. It's like if you was in a fraternity and y'all got regalia. Julia, say if you was in a fraternity, y'all got, and you say, this is our part of us. We got to wear this all the time to identify who we are. You going to wear it all the time, ain't you? Okay, so you how you a Moor, and our prophet said at least you can do is wear your fez or your turban. And then I see you like, well, I'm a Moor. I don't know that. I think you a nigga. I think you an infiltrator. I think you trying to get information out of me. Because if you a Moor, you understand that, and you can at least wear your turban or your fez or your kufi at all times. Because that's self-identification. Trumpet be sound. And when they say all Moors, boom, 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 and you don't got one. Or you don't got no cheek, or you say I study on my own. But that ain't how this go. That ain't how this go. That ain't how this go, Morris. You can't be afraid to be who you are. This is what I'm trying to tell us. We can't be, I don't care what you represent. I don't care what group you represent. You still are a Moor. You still have your nationality. You can be whatever you want. Your spiritualness can be whatever you want, long as you have a clear understanding and you're not dissing nothing. But us as misnumbered black people, we should understand who we are as a people. You got anything else, Brian? Proceed if you do. Because I don't want to I don't want to go past 6:30. We already have the 5:30 mark. I want Alonzo to expound because I know Alonzo got some ammunition in his AK-47 too. Anything else, Brian, on that you want to give, Brian? Anything else, Brian, you got?
I think Noble Alonzo was saying something, but I think his mic volume is kind of low.
Noble Alonzo, it's on you, brother.
Can you hear me?
You know we can, Billy D.
Yeah. No. Basically, I just wanted to highlight the 7 pillars or this 7th degree being the highest test and the subsequent acknowledgement of our prophet.
Yes.
Ali.
Yes.
Just so as I read on, it just goes through. It says a promised student is now an ordained prophet of Allah. So this one speaks on this like the culmination of him completing the 7th degree, the Adept degree, right? Where it speaks that it is the great Allah, it is the great God alone that breathes forth the birth of a prophet who is to be born among an especial people. Right? It says Ali's senior course of study is an angelic testimony that carnal men do not or can't do no more but to defend a prophet while on earth. The duty of his Moorish kindred now is to follow his footsteps, left clearly cut in these Adept degrees. So the matriculation of the first 6 Adept degrees, which guided Ali, must now be accepted and taught to all Moorish Americans seeking freedom. So that part about the matriculation of the first 6 Adept degrees. So when we speak of man know thyself and to thy own self be true, and to what Sheik spoke about earlier and about just walking it out and not being somebody else, but being ourselves, is key. Because as we each go through these degrees, they bring out ultimately a certain attribute of ourselves that no one else has, that Allah has put it there within. So that's just more or less, I mean, I could add on more, but I just want to really stop and just highlight that part. When it says that these 6 added degrees which guided Ali must now be accepted and taught to all Moorish Americans seeking what? Freedom, right? It says the prophet has worked hard from the plane of soul for his faithful to now be guided solely by the hands of Allah. Right there, following the footsteps of El Haj Sharif Abdul Ali, which teach Moorish Americans exactly how to build the firm rock of understanding. What?
Oh, Alonzo, you just hit on something. Because that has to come from the heart. It says people who seek freedom, right? But people who are on this goofy trend of trying to get money, their heart is not on freedom. Their heart is chasing money.
Yes.
So that's why they go that direction.
Yes.
So the people who are seeking, maybe this hate came across us, that are actually seeking real freedom of knowledge of self, because that's where you become free, not a monetary gain.
Islam, but see, no, that's you hit it right on the head, because honestly, when we talk about that, you're going back to what the prophet also raised about the fallen sons of North America, right? The fallen sons of daughters of North America, when he speaks about they must learn to what? Love.
Yes.
Instead of hate.
Yes.
Because that's the
love is the
because all of that envy, all of that jealousy, all of that hatred is really what's divides us. And all those that live outside of those type of tenets, it really perpetuates that and fan the flames of hatred amongst us as a people. So this is the type of challenge that we must overcome. But honestly, it all starts there. So we could put away hatred. If we could put away those things that keep us from one another, like we say in our benediction, shun all of the evil thoughts, and keep all those things that are lovely. Those things that bring us together in unity. And like I always say, unity without you and I, you come first.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we got to proceed. With that, I say peace. Islam.
Islam noble is Islam noble Alonzo, and that's what I want to share today. Like, we bring the documents out, and I tell Moors, like, we give it to you we bring it something to you. We can't bring it all. It'll be hours. We'd be on here. If we gave this whole thing, we'd be on here to about like 8 o'clock. We challenge you to come to school. We speak in pieces, and we give you the documents for you can study on your own. You can write notes, and you can come back to the cipher, and we can build. That's why I said I'm a school. A lot of these Moorish science temples is a lot of rhetoric. A lot of these so-called sheiks is just a whole bunch of, excuse my candor again, I gotta say it, niggas out of prison. They diss academia. Why would you diss academia and say, we the original of the world? The first university was in Timbuktu and Salamanca in Spain and all this. Okay, if that's the case, then when the first college, but you an idiot though, and you brag because you dropped out of school in the 3rd grade. What you want your kid to be like you? No, you don't. You don't want your kid to drop out of school like you. You want your kid to get the best education and be the best they can be. So if that's the case, this is the best of the more science that you can get, because the head of it is an educator. The head of it is a divine minister. The head of it is a student. The head of it to give his last to make sure that a brother that don't have something has something. This is what I'm saying. We're not here to argue. We're here to share everything. And if you want to learn, the only way to learn is to be a student. And would I be telling Moors every Moor that I get with, they want stuff for free, and the first thing they be talking about, Noble Malik, is they don't have no money? I'd be like, man, go sit down. Because that's the first thing they talk about. I said, I don't never say nothing about no money. I said, if you want to be a student, this is what it takes to be a student. If you ain't willing to rock with that and decide for something to be a student, then you can't be a student. You don't say that when the YMCA say this is how much it costs to have a membership. You don't go to the damn dispensary and your ass smoke weed and they say an ounce costs $8. You say, no, it should be cheaper. You're going to spend that $8 because your ass want to get high. I want to be high too off this wisdom, understanding who I am. I am not going to put this wisdom and my understanding on the same level as a vice. A vice is something that you love to do, because I love to do this way more. That's why I went in debt to go to university. That's why I went in debt hundreds of grand. That's why I said, no, I'm going to know something. So when I get older, when I become an elder, and when I get up in age in my 50s and my 60s and my 70s, I don't have to work my hands to the bone like a lot of my friends. I'll be like, man, my hands are in my life messed up. I'm going to work my brain. You understand? I'm going to still be in good shape. Why? Because my brain is way more stronger than my physical body. You got to understand this. Nobles, y'all, a lot of our families moved to Michigan to work in GM. That means your ass ain't even have to know how to read, Noble Brian, Noble Malik. You know how to move this part to this part. But now that GM don't make that much, and now the world is different. We need to know something. The ones that have something, we need to bring brothers in. And so us as Moors, us as brothers, no matter what cloth you under, it's going to take somebody that say, man, we got to bring everybody together so we can have something. So we can go to our neighborhoods and buy our neighborhoods back. Have our own schools, have our own science. We ain't got to bow down, no disrespect again, to no Europeans or somebody that don't look like us, somebody telling us that they are God and we don't know what they look like, or they are a prophet. A prophet and an angel come in the voice of the people. A prophet and an angel look like you. So why you mad at me and I'm a prophet and an angel and I look like you, but then you would say somebody else that don't look like you is a prophet and an angel? I'm your prophet and an angel. I'm your brother. How many people that you know is educated and brilliant as your brother? You can find a whole bunch of people that got more money than me, but what Europeans say, I don't give a damn how much money you got. You still a what, Brian? You still a what?
They would still call me a Negro.
Okay. I've been waiting for people to say that. The only people they respect is those that know who they are. I'm telling y'all this for a fact. I'm in Arizona. I am not rich. I'm far from rich. I'm rich in wisdom. I'm rich in family. I ain't hurting from nothing. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm in Arizona, when I come around Europeans, Brian, they say, I love your native headdress. I love your religious headdress. They be asking me, are you a sheik? Are you a shaman? I can feel your energy. Are you a medicine man? Are you a Jew? I'll never get no stupid stuff. I never, and I've been in Arizona for 12 years. The only stupid stuff I got, Brian, and I've received is from people that look like me. And that's when I say niggas ain't shit. Excuse my candor. And that's when I say niggas ain't shit, because we the only ones that be playing and acting a joke and don't know what I got on my head or what our feds on. Misnomer niggas. Excuse my candor. We the only ones that don't know. Every European know what I got on my head. We don't know. We don't know. We lost. We lost due to a lack of knowledge. And so I give gratitude for y'all, man. I give gratitude for this cipher. I give gratitude for every noble just being who you are and not afraid to tell people who you are, especially for my nobles. And I want to say this, especially for my nobles that got women. And I always like to, and I hate to give credit. Well, nah, not hate, but I won't talk about nobody specific, but I use my noble Malik as a speaking point. I love and respect men that be who they are. And tell a woman like, this is who the hell I am. And don't compromise themselves because they want some ass. I'm keeping it 100. We supposed to be strong in that. If you believe who you are and your convictions, you supposed to raise a woman up. Because a guy, man, women love us. You can get action anywhere you go. Believe that. Malik, you know that. I was out there in Florida. You saw how the women was on us. My wife on here, I can keep it 100. She know when I be with my wife, the women on us, because we special. But I respect men that hold their ground. I do, especially if you believe in something. And especially what's going on today, y'all. As we end, we got to be able to have these conversations with our ladies. We got to be able to stop the separation from men and women in the households, because that's what they doing to us as misnomer black people. They making an issue on the male and the woman and act like the male and the woman is against each other. And we were never against our women, no history. The women jumped on, no disrespect, I'm going to say this as I close. Our women jumped on the European and Alban women on a plan. Talk about they men won't allow them to do this. But that was Europeans that didn't allow their wives to do this. We always allowed our wives to do this and be the head and do things. So until we stop fighting everybody else fight and pick up our own science and give Caesar and give the government back what's theirs, we will never be a family. This is what I'm trying to say. We'll never be a family. It's going to always be a male-ist or a woman thing or the government thing or a Democrat and a Republican thing. So I want us to understand that it's family. And I always say more science is for the family. Our Empress's white fez, that's for you, Empress. That turban, that red turban is for you, Empress. We love our women in this more science. And so that's what I wanted to end with. But if anybody following us, the document that we was reading about the 7th Adapt chamber, And it's in your Moorish Quran. It's in your Silent Brotherhood of the East. It's in there. And if any more operating, and they don't agree with what I'm saying, then they doing their own thing. That's why I created a school. A school is a schoolmaster to be like, I don't care how you feel or what you think. The school is gonna be like, well, let's deal with the right answers. If y'all have bylaws and if y'all have rules, well, we dealing with the school. It got to be one answer, y'all. It can't be a whole bunch of answers unless it's man-made religion. And then if it's man-made religion, we don't care about what can be proven. So with that, I digress and I say Islam.
Islam.
I'm good. Anybody got anything?
No questions from me. Just once again, gratitude for the wisdom, the illumination. Also, gratitude for the space, so we can have dialogue. We can come here and learn together. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this very, very much. Just peace and love.
Man, much gratitude to you, Brian, just for being my brother, man. And I asked the Creator for more brothers. And I lost my brother. Y'all know I lost my brother, and a part of my heart was so distraught. And only person I had at one part to deal with every day is my Empress. And my Empress will tell you, I still deal with that. But this helps me. This helps me deal with pain. This helps me deal with hurt. I told y'all, even a lot of stuff I went through in my life and the situations that the Creator put me in, I give thanks now. I don't be like, why me? Because I can be dead. I give Allah thanks because in a moment, in a twinkle of an eye, my whole life can change. Why? Because I'm in the game, baby. I ain't waiting to go to the mailbox to hope or somebody give me a check, man. I'm in the game. I have companies. Somebody like one of my professors hit me up the other day and ordered some stuff. He said, brother, just imagine if everybody that you graduated with and the whole university buy something from you one time. Millions of students. You rich in a couple minutes. I said, damn. How you gonna do that? He said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep coming up here, talking to these people every Wednesday, and then one day get up here and say, hey man, I got a company. Everybody go in there and buy my book, and everybody in there, it might be 1,000 people buy your book. And it might be 1,000 people in there, and 1,000 people buy your book right then. And you do that every month. This is what I'm telling y'all, man. Let's continue to create. Let's continue to love on each other, and let's continue to create. Let's not look at us as slaves. Let's look at us as, man, we Americans. We have power. We have the mind. And so that's all I want to share with us as this voting and stuff going on today. I don't want it to be a man and a woman thing. We going against each other. If anybody a Democrat or Republican, but right now I say Democrat. If anybody a Democrat and you say you black and blacks are Democrat, I hope you know the Black Democrat agenda. That's all I'm saying. And my brothers that's Republican, I hope you understand what's going on. I hope you're not doing things off emotions, because I hear the conversations. No disrespect. Like I hear a lot of our people, me and my brother Julius talk about it. When I hear a lot of people talk about, well, people won't respect America if they have a lady president. We heard that, right, Jew? Real talk, right?
Hey.
It's just real things that come up.
Yes, it is.
But I tell y'all, it's countries that had women presidents, if you look it up. But do we have an incompetent woman president? Do we have a person that'll play games and say they're not black, and then when it's time to vote, they say they black? Do we have these Democratic parties when the president that was European say you're not black if you don't vote for me? Then what do that mean? You got a president that a Republican president named Trump that wanted to lock up those brothers, those Park 5 brothers, and they didn't do nothing. And so it's so much that we need to research, because only thing I be hearing misnomer black people talk about, the reason why they vote for Trump is some damn PPP loan. Man, we was having more money. And I say, okay, well, what were you doing when Trump was in office? The same job you was working? Nigga, shut up. No disrespect. When people say they had more money when Trump was in office, I say, okay, well, how much was you making when Trump was in office? This, how much you making now? You making the same thing. So how you had more money when Trump was in office? I'll wait. No, Brian, can anybody tell me how much more money you made when Trump was in office? I'll wait. Any nigga on here, excuse my candidate, that had a job, you made the same amount of money that you made when Trump was in office. Stop lying. Unless you did some fraud PPP loan stuff. Stop lying to me. Am I right about what I'm saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, yes or no? Everybody, come on. Because I be hearing black people say, man, when Trump was in office, I made this. Okay, so what did you do to make that and show everybody else how to make it? But if you worked a job and you ain't had no hustle, you make the same amount of money then that you making today, unless you got a raise on your job. Trump ain't got nothing to do with that. Kamala ain't got nothing to do with that neither. Am I right or am I wrong about that?
Right. It's long. It's long. Right.
So, anybody want to add on to that? Because your vote is important. Like, especially for my people that's Moors and our people that talk that black stuff. We don't have these conversations. The only time we have conversations or anything is when these politicians come to our churches during vote time. Y'all ain't never talked to the politicians. Most black people don't know who the prosecuting attorney is, who the judge, and nothing, and all that's local. They don't. But soon as politics come around, the mayor or the city council come into y'all church, and y'all know it. Y'all know this. So what do we know as a people? Nothing. What do we do? Emotional voting. And everybody know this. So until we have these conversations, until we can come together and educate ourselves, when people say the children are the future, no, they not. The children not the future. The children going to make the same mistakes as their parents made because we ain't teach them. No disrespect. We ain't teach them nothing. And so, once again, do anybody got anything they want to add or anything or just any homage? I give gratitude to everybody, all my followers that gave donations, that support. Get my books. I done wrote so many books, anything history, anything that you're looking for, I got it. I got it. And I ain't blowing, and I ain't tooting my horn. I got it because this is my field of work. So I'm done, man. Anybody got anything they want to add before we close and give our Moorish American prayer and our benediction?
Gratitude and love, Sheik. Law and policy. Law and policy is important. Make sure you know what are they doing for you. What is the black agenda? What are they doing for you? Just understand law and policy is what you're looking at.
Yep. Gratitude, Dantes. And what you said is so powerful. And remember, science don't have to be long. If Dantes said, okay, all my students get here on time, and Dantes said the answers on the test would be law and policy, and don't nobody show up, and everybody come in 10, 15 minutes late, and Dantes said the class over. Dantes said enough. He summed the whole class, law and policy. I don't care what you believe. If you don't understand law and policy, you can't have a conversation with Dantes. You can't have a conversation because Dantes operate off law and policy. And when Dantes operate off lawfulness and policy, he's always in that. He's in it all. Because he know he's not a nigga. Or African American or black, which have no human rights. Ooh, he know that. So I give gratitude to this cipher, and I tell everybody, I don't tell you what to do, but know how to do what you want to do. Understand that. When you're doing things, ask questions. Always ask questions. It's never a such thing as a dumb question. That go back to elementary and high school. Ask. Don't do nothing just because somebody doing it. We are people. We can do things the right way. You can cast your vote as a free American. And so, once again, brothers and sisters, man, I give y'all gratitude. I give y'all love. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Look how far we came. And I just talk about myself. When I first got into this science, man, I didn't know how to wrap my turban. I didn't know how to wrap my she-mag. I had the little other type of turban on that you just put on your head. All the stuff that we learned. Now look at the pride that we all have. Look at the understanding that we all have. I've came a long way too, and I got a long way to go. Like me being who I am, nobles, it cost me a lot. And I'm telling y'all, and I'm just gonna be real. Me knowing who I am and operating who I am, y'all, it costs me a lot to speak like this. And I think all y'all know that. It costs a lot of my career.
Yes, we do.
It costs my career. I'm just being honest. It costs my career and the dollars I make to do this because a lot of positions, it was contingent on me to shut this down. I told you I had jobs on the college campus and it was like, well, you can't speak how you speaking because what we charging, you teaching these people this for fucking free. Excuse my camp. This is what my professor said.
Yeah, but you are the example what not selling out looks like.
Man, that's so much gratitude, Noble Malik. That's so much gratitude. And
So you didn't sell out.
And I'm just being honest. That's just so much gratitude. Cause I could have a long time. I could have sold out, but like, man, well, y'all, I'm gonna take this $120,000 job on campus, and nobody could have been mad at me. Be like, man, you gotta take care of your family, but I didn't.
But nobody would have known any better for the simple fact of the matter they wouldn't have known what you have introduced to us. So they wouldn't have known no better. So nobody would have missed anything anyway. But the value that you have is not selling out.
I think
that's it. That means you won't be bought for a morsel of bread and sell your own people out like $5 Indians, aka $5 Moors.
Yep.
And history shows we always go that route.
Yep. Come on, Dantes, it does. Man, my professor was on here a couple of times. He was like, man, you're going to be hard to deal with. They was like, he was like, I hope in your lifetime you get everything and the people support you because they're not going to get what you teaching them in college. He was like, I can't teach this in college. He was like, they'll fire me.
Many are called, but only a few are chosen.
So that's why I give y'all gratitude, man, for supporting me. And I give everybody else gratitude, sending donations in and everything. Because like I'm just being honest, and even my dad was saying it last night. And a lot of times my dad and my mama don't show their emotions. Like my dad was so frustrated, my mom was crying. She like, they didn't know me getting this education, this wisdom would cost this. I said, hell, I shouldn't have went to college and know what I know. I should have just did what I did and been in ministry and make money. But money wouldn't have made me happy. I tell everybody that. Like I got a good wife. I'm happy with my life. But can I be father financially if I sell my people out like you said, Noble Malik, because I'm educated and I know this? I could have.
That'll burn your soul up.
I could have. And that's why when people be like, but when they be like, you only ask your brother, and I'm being honest, they be like, well, what the cost to be a member? And he was like, that's it. They're like, how are you surviving? I'm just being honest. I say, man, because I do a lot of other things. I tell people I work jobs, things I do. My wife will tell you, like, it's a lot that I do. I create it. I'm trying to do something. I have a lot of support from people that y'all don't know. A lot of people my empress don't know. I got a professor that support me. My professor the other day, he's like, if you need anything, you call me. This is a European.
It
like
says money trumps all, right?
Yes.
But it don't say money. It don't say sell your soul for money, though.
Yep. And I'm not going to do it. That's why I'll never live above my means, Malik. Just like when you came in town. I ain't rich, but what I do, I say, Malik, take my truck. I ain't ask you for no dollars, but my noble said, man, here you go. My noble like, no, let me give you something. I don't need, man, I'm a provider. If I got it, I don't give a damn.
But that's what we're supposed to do, though. Like, if anybody would have flew in and family member, lent them a car, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. If that family didn't have a car, you'd be doing what? Renting a car for $300? So why not give a love token to somebody who doing something out of the kindness that ain't hard for you because they got it?
Yep. And this what my dad be saying. My dad support me so much, and my dad be so mad. And I ain't never seen my dad cry as much as now as we on the same level with this ministry. He was like, son, I just didn't know it's gonna be this hard when you educated yourself on who you are. He like, I didn't know. Nobody knew. My mama predicted a lot of this stuff because my mama always be like, don't worry about nothing. You know, you keep doing it regardless. Either preach the truth, regardless if it fill up a room or if it clears it out. But understand that you sacrificing something. And when I sat down and I figured that out, Malik, and I knew I'm sacrificing something, I was okay with it. And so that's why I operate how I operate. I'm not a rich man, but I'm rich in brotherhood. I'm rich in love. I know how to deal with finances. I don't ask brothers and sisters for a lot. And I'm saying we can do something. So I give every one of y'all, man, gratitude for being with me for this long. I give each one of y'all gratitude. Y'all wise, y'all family, and just courting me and seeing what type of man I am and see what type of work I do. Man, I can act for no better family but y'all, man. Let's just keep rocking. Let's just keep rolling. And man, I don't have nothing but honor and gratitude for y'all, man. I take y'all. I think y'all already know that I give what I have to give to y'all. I'm not a hoarder. I don't want to hoard nothing. I don't need nothing stored up. If I got something and somebody need it, I'll give long as I can eat. But I'm not a hoarder. And I think every one of my brothers know that. And let's just keep showing love to our brothers and sisters and try to bring people in, man, because they trying to separate us, man. Like, really, they're trying to separate the misnomer black mans. They're trying to separate our families because we got other people teaching us that don't really love us. We got no disrespect. Other people trying to diagnose us. If you a polar bear, you don't let a grizzly bear diagnose you. That damn grizzly bear don't got the same chemical makeup as you. You need the polar bear to diagnose you.
Yep. Right.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
Fact.
I mean, I help so many people with their health. Like I told a brother, no disrespect, about marijuana. And he was like, and I said, listen, are you a chimney, Malik? I'm just being honest. I got to teach science because I can't lie to nobody. Are you a chimney, Malik?
Nope.
Okay, well, you don't supposed to be smoking no goddamn thing. You don't know smoke supposed to be going in your chimney. If you want marijuana, you supposed to drink it because it's a goddamn herb. Wait, I'm just saying, because it's a herb. Marijuana is a herb. Marijuana is a herb. So it's supposed to be on your freaking food, or you supposed to be drinking it.
That's a digestive. You got a digestive system.
And I'm done with it. And I'm not. I can't lie to people.
That's so funny, but real.
I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Funny, but real. I already knew where you was going with it.
I mean, what the hell?
That's hilarious.
If I'm a teacher, I got to tell you the truth. I'm gonna ask you, are you a chimney? No. Okay, so when smoke go down the chimney, what it do? Heats up. Okay, so if that's the case, when you smoke something,
guess what though? When you actually eat that herb, it actually lasts longer than smoking it. Because that's the way it was intended.
Yeah.
So look, I was talking to my homeboy, and he was like, "Man, I had these edibles," and he was like, "Man," and he said it had him messed up. He couldn't move. I said, "Yeah, because it went straight to your bloodstream. You ingested it. You ate it. Smoking is different. Our bodies is not made to ingest smoke. Our body, marijuana is natural. So, okay, so it's a herb. Okay, I understand about Blue Lotus. You can smoke Blue Lotus. I get that. But more healthy is your lungs. You don't want to damage your lungs. You want to drink Blue Lotus as a tea. So what I'm saying is herbs, just like the mint leaf. You grind it up, or you can go to you can get your they call it shake for my weed smokers. Okay, you can order your weed bags right off Amazon. Put all your herbs in it, put your marijuana in there, and drink your marijuana. And I guarantee you're gonna feel 10 times better than what you did smoking. And you ain't gonna mess up your lungs. I know I'm right about it. See, I know I'm right about it. Because you're not a chimney. Herbs were.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yes. And I know you are. That's why I said it. So say if Malik needed anything, he has some ailments, and they say, Malik, you got to get off this, you need something to ease your mind. Malik will be like, well, I don't smoke. And I say, well, Malik, we're going to make you a tea. And we're going to put the marijuana tea with our turmeric and all this, that, and the other. You're going to need this to relax, to heal you, because we separating this. I guarantee you, Malik is going to heal his body. That marijuana is not going to affect him.
Some of that hyssop.
Yep. Come on. Give him some of that hyssop, that healing agent. For real.
Right.
And so that's what I'll be telling people. I have an expertise in everything. I don't tell nobody what to do, because we all do things that we shouldn't be doing when it comes down without just talking about the marijuana. But as you learning and as you doing things, ask yourself, are you a chimney? No, I'm not a chimney. What you mean, Sheik? Okay, well, these herbs are mean to be ingested, mean to be ate, or mean to be drunk. Okay, so you can drink your marijuana. Yeah, you can. As a tea. Don't that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's all I got for everybody, man. I give y'all gratitude once again. I love y'all, man. And thank all y'all for supporting the BBT. And we just touching the surface. We got a lot more to go, man. And please, Nobles, read that document a little bit more, because as we come next week for Adapt class, we can add on to it. So with that, I'm done.
Right.
Love you back, Sheik.
I love you too, Empress.
Right.
I love all y'all, man.
Love you back, Sheik.
Love you back. I love each one of y'all, man. Each and one of y'all. Each and one of y'all. Gratitude. Gratitude, man, for love. Nothing but love. Let's get our Moorish American prayer. Lonzo get our benediction, and then Brian take us out of here. We done went 2 hours strong. And that's what I'll be telling y'all, man. We done went 2 hours strong. And we'll watch a basketball game and football game. That's why I'll be saying, like, we got so much in common, because talking about us is powerful. We have to have our own school and our teachings, because we can't talk about everything in one setting. It's too much.
Too much. They taught us how to not be ourselves with 12 years of schooling. So think about that for a second.
Can somebody give us our Moorish American prayer and our benediction?
God,
Gratitude.
Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, my salvation by night, by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. I mean, I chase from Malaki. Shabbat, peace, peace, peace.
Peace.
Peace, peace, peace. Our Telsman benediction reads as follows. May the benediction of Allah be upon thee and thine always, as thou should strive to be a credit to Allah. Make haste to bestow thine acts of love upon thy brethren, and do the best to shun thine evil ones. Remember, take suckle of the breast of knowledge, wisdom, fortitude, charity, love, and all standing, that you might nourish the souls of men. Let truth be the shield in the manifest battle of falsehood. Know that Moors need not to pick the lock to the gates of paradise by means of petty or criminal theft, for behold, the key to salvation already rests within thine own hands. And yes, even though a portion of our nature is weakness, instability, and inconstancy, there still is the greater part of our nature that is divine. May Allah protect thee, guide thee, preserve thee, lengthen thy age, and give thee everlasting peace. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Haq, Ya Muhammad. And at the BBT, when we say Al-Haq, Arabic, and it stands for the truth. And when we say Ya Muhammad, that's Arabic as well, and it stands for the protector. We at the BBT see ourselves as truth protectors. And we cast our net out to all true and divine light seekers to come join on to us. For the truth has no side. For the truth is one, as man is with Allah. And with that, we say peace,
Peace.
and love.
Love.
Islam.
Islam.
Peace, peace,
Peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace, peace.
Love.
Love y'all, man.
Love.
Love y'all, nobles. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Love.
Peace.
Love.
I knew that was that long.